I'm going to cut across to my colleague Milan, who's joining us right outside a polling booth. We're going to cut across to Rajdeep Sardesai, who was traveling extensively through the state of Tripura. Joining me in the studio is Rahul Srivastav, our national affairs editor, Kaushik Deka, on what I said earlier, practically the last word when it comes down to northeast politics or, the other stuff as well, is also joining us. But Milan, as I cut across to our election dashboard, I'm going to come to you. A very good morning. What are people in Tripura saying? Where exactly are you this morning? I know in Agartala, what are the reactions that you're getting in? Are they willing to give BJP another chance this time around?
Well, Preeti, what I noticed at the polling stations in the morning as well, this is an urban polling station in Agartala where I'm at, and there's been a long queue of voters since morning. And women especially, who've come dressed up and ready in saris and all ready to vote, some of them even finishing their work at home. आपसे सिर्फ पूछना चाहूंगी कि पार्टी का नाम और किसी कैंडिडेट का नाम नहीं लीजिएगा, लेकिन महिलाओं के लिए जैसे त्रिपुरा में अगरतला में किस मुद्दे पर आप लोग वोट देना चाहेंगे?
यही कि महिलाएं जब भी घर से बाहर निकले वो बेखौफ घर से बाहर निकले जब भी हो, फिर महिलाओं को कोई मतलब महिलाओं की तरक्की होना जरूरी है। और क्या, और शांति तो जरूर चाहिए, शांति श्रृंखला जो भी है वो बरकरार रहे, बस यही।
अब क्या आप लोगों ने बहुत ज्यादा यहाँ पर जैसे गुंडागर्दी या फिर ये सब ज्यादा देखा हुआ है? यहाँ पर त्रिपुरा में कैसा माहौल होता था, अब कैसा है?
अभी तो मतलब अभी बहुत शांति है, पर कभी कभी होता है, बहुत ज्यादा ये होता है, तो वही नहीं होना चाहिए। नहीं होना चाहिए।
आप लोग वोट कर रहे हैं। और भी लोगों से आई जस्ट वांट ट्राई एंड स्पीक विद अ फ्यू मोर वुमेन हु आर विलिंग टू स्पीक टू अस। मैम, आप बताएंगी कि महिलाओं के लिए फॉर वुमेन क्या है वोटर्स इशू? पार्टी या कैंडिडेट का नाम नहीं लीजिए। आप बात करना चाहेंगी? Okay, most of them don't want to really speak, but the real question that you said was whether the people in Tripura want to give BJP another chance, and it does seem like BJP is in a starter position because of the word that people keep uttering here, law and security. Peace is essentially what the citizens of the state of Tripura are looking at. In Agartala as well, that happens to be an urban center, people do talk about opportunities to work, opportunities to learn and education, but for women at least who I've been speaking to since morning, they did say that yes, they would like a safe environment. And has the current dispensation been able to provide that? Along with the woman I spoke to, she said savings and security schemes for women, money saving schemes are very important, and that is also a prominent agenda in the minds of the women. But in the minds of the men, as we've been discussing, the pride of Tripura, the Tripura Asmita, the Tripurites, as well as the Bengalis who have lived here, who have been, who were born here, who stay here, they have this sense of pride about Tripura. Of course, with the identity politics that's being played around it,
right,
and with Tripa Mota, the party that is talking about the 20 seats that they are contesting, the 42 seats that they are contesting on, and 20 of them happen to have a sizable tribal population as well. But in the urban centers here I am currently at, people talk about peace and tranquility being one of the prime concerns for voters.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up that point, Milan, because I was just going across and, looking at the NCRB data when it comes to political violence in the state of Tripura. And what is really interesting in that is that Tripura is #1 in the last 1 year when it came down to political violence across the country. So it isn't quite that the violence has stemmed, but there is a perception. And if there is a perception, then the numbers really doesn't matter.